Hello everybody and welcome back to Manifested Finesse on YouTube. My name is Manifesting Gaia. That is my Twitter, TikTok, and podcast. All the links are down below, and my affirmations list email is down below. And I don't offer coaching at this moment because a lot of people keep asking me, so I'm not doing that at the moment, but I will let y'all know if I ever decide to resume it again. But anyways, today we're gonna be talking about trusting in the unseen. And I got this video idea from Kim Velez because she has a ton of videos on this subject, and I'm pretty sure it was a Neville Goddard concept that she just makes videos about. So shout out to Kim, shout out to Neville. But yes, trusting in the unseen. A lot of times I'll see that one comment where it's like, I'm so tired of acting like I don't want my desire. I'm tired of people acting like they don't want their desires in the 3D. I've been trying so long and I don't have it. And I don't get the point of acting like I don't want it and not having it. I want it. Number one, wanting it implies that you don't have it. Number two, wanting it implies that you're not trusting that it's being created or that you already have it or that things are working out for you. And it's not about not wanting it in the 3D. It's about not saying you don't have it in the 3D. If you want something, you don't have something, and you want that thing to be in your life. The reason you keep trying and doing different techniques and doing different methods and nothing happens is because you go back to the 3D and say, it's not here, I want it. Anytime I'm in a space where I'm just saying, I want my desires in the 3D, I want my desires in the 3D, I know that I'm in an old version story of myself. I know that I need to get out. You should not be every day waking up and say, I want it in the 3D, I want it in the 3D. I'm sick of acting like you don't have it. You're not acting like you don't have it in the 3D. There is no 3D. There is no 3D. You are not acting like you don't have your desire in the 3D. You are understanding that you already have it. There is no, if you're acting like you don't have your desire in the 3D, you're doing it wrong. The 3D isn't final. The 3D isn't your real reality. The 3D is a reflection of you. If you do not have something in the 3D, it's because you don't have something in your imagination or your mind. Your story of yourself says you don't have whatever you desire. Thought precedes matter. So trusting in the unseen is necessary a lot of times because you have to be the new story version of you mentally before you can experience it physically. You have to be able to regulate yourself. You have to be able to be the one to fulfill yourself. You do not need this person saying this, your bank account looking like this, the teacher saying this. You should be able to reassure yourself that I already have what I want, that I am powerful enough to create the shift in my life, and that what I'm experiencing, if it's unfavorable, is not permanent. It is not true. It is not real, and everything is changing. And I don't have to live out here if it is unfavorable to me. The 3D is not the be all or end all. Neville has this quote that says, we are always ahead of our evidence, which is so true. The 3D is not constantly showing you progress, the progress that you're making. So you cannot be saying, if it's not in the 3D, I'm not making progress. If it's not showing up in the 3D, then I don't actually have it, because the 3D is not showing you proof of your power every 5 seconds. It cannot. With your 5 senses, you can only experience 0.001% of the entire world. So how can you sit here with less than a half of a percent of the entire world and say it's not working? You cannot see anything. You can't even see what's to the left of me. You can't even see what's to the right of me. You can't see my hand anymore. But you cannot sit here and say I don't have a hand because it's not in the frame. So stop saying things because things aren't in the 3D, it's not working, it's not here. You have to be able to fulfill yourself with it. The 3D is not going to show you anything that you are not claiming. If I start affirming to myself or start visualizing scenes of people giving me things for free, if I start saying to myself, people love giving me things for free, everywhere I go I get things for free, and then I go out and the first store that I go into, or maybe I didn't even go shopping, I just went out and nobody offered me anything for free, you should not be sitting there and saying it didn't work, it didn't happen, what did I do wrong, manifesting doesn't work. A lot of y'all will do that. A lot of y'all, for example, will be manifesting a specific person, and let's say you say to yourself, oh my gosh, my specific person always compliments me, okay? And then you go to wherever you see your specific person, whether it's work, school, wherever you see them, and in the 3D, they do not say anything to you the day after you affirmed that they always compliment you. A lot of y'all do this. Y'all will come and be like, what happened? I affirmed, I visualized, I did all this stuff, I believed it, and it didn't happen. Well, you didn't believe enough because you looked to the 3D for feedback and it didn't give it to you, and now you don't believe in yourself. If that is you, number one, you need to work on self-concept. Also, when you do that, you're limiting yourself to the reality where you don't get what you want. If you went to school or went to work and after 3 hours, SP still didn't say anything, and you start repeating to yourself, oh my God, it didn't work, it didn't work, it didn't work. Now you're going to be moving yourself into a reality where it didn't work. Like, stop limiting yourself. Stop limiting possibilities. I don't care what it is in the 3D. Why couldn't they have called you or texted you that? Or what if the next day after things didn't show up in the 3D, their friend tells you, they're like, hey, I forgot to tell you yesterday, but your SP actually said that you're really attractive. They said that you looked really good yesterday. My fault for forgetting to tell you. You didn't see that movement, right? Technically, it did manifest yesterday because SP told their friend yesterday that they thought you were attractive. Just because you didn't experience it in the 3D does not mean it did not manifest. Stop deciding that things haven't worked, that things didn't work, that things aren't working. And you want to know why SP's friend forgot to tell you? Because everyone is you pushed out. And because yesterday you were telling yourself it didn't work, it's not going to work, they were supposed to tell me, why didn't I get the compliment? SP's friend had no choice but to forget because you kept repeating, you kept putting yourself in a place where you didn't receive the compliment for SP. So why would SP or SP's friend conform and come up to you and tell you that they compliment you, that they think you're attractive, if you kept telling yourself that it didn't show up in the 3D? Stop telling yourself things are not moving unless that's what you genuinely want to experience. Stop telling yourself things are not working unless that's genuinely what you want to experience. Stop telling yourself that nothing you're doing is working if that is what you genuinely want to experience. I don't get what you guys don't get. You know how many people's lives change overnight because they are not sitting here telling themselves that it wasn't gonna work, that it didn't work. Okay, Ice Spice is a great example. She would tweet affirmations all the time and tweet what she wanted into existence. Here it is with all the dates. Nicki Minaj following her. Now, over a year and a half later, she signed a Nicki Minaj's label. Over 1 million streams on Spotify. And somebody literally commented on her and said, you don't have 1 million streams. She said, I'm manifesting. Like, trust in the unseen. You have to know that does not matter what it looks like. It is coming to you. It has no other choice. There is no other way. With the compliment example, if you found out the day after that you thought you were going to receive what you wanted, that it actually did manifest and you were just wrong, then y'all go to turn around and say, oh my God, it did actually manifest. I was just so quick to say that it didn't and I was wrong. No, you were wrong the second you left the identity of having what you want. You were wrong the second you let the 3D validate you. You were wrong the second you went back to the old story version of yourself. Stop looking for 3D validation. I understand you want things in the 3D, but what does that have to do with what you don't want to experience? I don't care how much you want stuff in the 3D. That is fine. Want stuff, want the car, want the house, but stop taking it as final. And you stop taking 3D as final when you realize it is not as big as you make it seem. It is a reflection of your imagination and your thoughts. And if you really understood that, you will be so quick to tell yourself that you do have everything you want. You will be so quick to fix some thoughts. You will be so quick to flip those thoughts. And one thing you guys absolutely have to stop doing, stop counting the days that go by that you don't have your desire, because that is not fulfilling yourself. Okay, I keep on telling you people, your reality cannot reflect two completely opposing stories, and your mind cannot believe two completely opposing stories. It is going to reflect what you dominantly believe. So for example, stop telling yourself, stop telling anyone, stop telling yourself that it's been 20 months, because this is y'all will be like, oh my God, I've been doing everything right. I've been living in wish fulfilled. I've been working on self-concept, and it's been 2 years. It's been 20 months and nothing. Have you been living in the wish fulfilled with your desire, or has it been 20 months? That does not make sense. How can you be, oh my God, I've been saying I have my desire, but then complain it's been 20 months? Clearly you believe in the 3D and the fact that you don't have your desire and it's been however many years, because you wouldn't be saying it if you didn't believe it. You cannot have something and not have it at the same time. You cannot have been, oh my God, but I've been having it, but I've been saying I have it at the same time and not have it and confirm your 3D that you don't want to be in. Stop tally marking. Stop paying attention to how long it's been. You cannot go halfway on this. If you want something, let go of the fact that you don't have it. Let go of the old story. Let go that you've been trying. Okay, if it's not been working, start over. Make today day number 1. and start again, because you're not going to be able to jump into the new story while carrying the baggage of the old story. And trusting in the unseen doesn't just mean not complaining. It also means not complaining, not going and checking every day, not separating yourself from the 3D and going to work, going to school and hope SP does this, checking bank account and hope it looks like this, checking the mirror every day and trying to see if your skin cleared up, you needing to see 3D, you being upset at 3D, you trying to change 3D. That is all you not trusting in the unseen. Trusting in the unseen means walking around and feeling secure within yourself. You don't need SP to say this. You don't need your bank account to look like this. You don't need the doctors to tell you that you're healthy before you believe it. You don't need the teachers to say all your grades are going to be A's before you believe it, before you accept it, before you start telling yourself it. I saw this quote on Twitter and it said, "There is no reality independent of consciousness. If you think that your unwanted situation is the truth and your desired reality is simply a thought or affirmation, then you will lose." Yes, you need to stop looking at your desired reality as just some thoughts. Oh, I'll just visualize once and then complain about my whole life for the rest of the day and then complain when nothing changes. Stop looking at manifestation as something that's delusional. Stop looking at trusting the unseen as something that doesn't work, doesn't make sense. You have to be disciplined. Trusting the unseen requires discipline. Those moments that you want to check, those moments that you want to spiral, those moments that you want to react, you stop yourself and remind yourself, this is not be all end all. It's not permanent and I don't have to accept it if it's not what I want to experience. Manifestation is the law of self-talk. Always trusting in the unseen. You have to be telling yourself that it is working. You have to be telling yourself that you've got this. You've got to be telling yourself that everything's working out in your favor, because it is. And the more you say it, the more you will start to accept it and believe it. You cannot be in two opposing stories at the same time. Do you trust? Is it working? Is everything working out for you, or is it not working? Has it been 10 years or do you have it? You have to decide that for yourself. You are powerful enough to get everything and anything you desire and you want. There is no reason to doubt. There's no reason to waver. There's no reason to be spiraling. You got this. That's it. And with that being said, that is all for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, you can have anything you want in this universe. Nothing's too big, small, wide, or expensive. I believe in you. You should believe in you. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.